All right, welcome in everybody. It is March 25th, 5:25 a.m. A little bit late to the show this morning. I got a little bit of a headache. This is going to be a little quick one this morning. All right, so currently Bitcoin is following our order block and our drawed out line here perfectly. So we pulled down on the 22nd, hit our order block. We came all the way down to $67,264. And now we're working our way back up to this upper daily order block that we've currently got, sitting at $73,425 up to the $75,997. Why is that? Number one, you have the order block. Number two, what we're wanting to do is pull above our daily orange line to do a reset, so the order block is right above it. Now, when we step down and we take a look at the 4-hour time frame, that also gets us the 4-hour blue line reset right inside of that order block. So you're looking around that $73,745 area currently to be able to pull up into there and hit. And that would give us a good spot to look at a short. As of right now, I don't have the downside targets set. As we go up, that'll help create the better looks at what order blocks we may see, but we did pull down and hit that one perfectly on Bitcoin. Is it possible that we may come back down to 68,000? Yes, but I believe we've already turned and flipped for the upside, looking for higher prices and stuff. So on Bitcoin, I'd be looking at entry, now that stop loss is just down below the daily there, around that 70,000. Take profit up there around that 73,000. I'll say about $73,745 area. And then you can be able to see it, do a little bit of a pullback, getting another order block and stuff, and I'll, if it doesn't pull all the way back today, then I'll be doing an update for it tomorrow. Ethereum, it is also on its way up towards its upper order block of the $2,297 up to that $2,376. We do have a blue line on the 4-hour that's just below it there, so we can see it push up into that, which would give a nice reset of over the orange line on Ethereum. And with that, you can see the green line is already above the red. It's going to be pulling up above the orange. We'll see it pull back down one more time after this push up. Then we're going to see another continuation. Everything's starting to flip for the upside, for the takeoff, and the growth of prices and stuff. Now, I'm not going to take and speculate on, if this is the bull run or alt run or whatever. What's the highs that we're going to see? Are we going to 100,000s and all that? That I don't speculate on. I just tell you what the chart's showing me right now with the data. So be looking for Ethereum push on up to that $2,297 up to the $2,376. That just gives us a reset, pull back down just a little bit for a continuation to the upside. So that's what we're looking at for Ethereum. XRP is also doing pretty much the exact same things. Looking for it to continue to pushing up to about that $1.49 to $1.60 area. That gives us a reset above our daily orange line, which is sitting at $1.48. And then it also puts us right there with that a touch for the 4-hour blue line, which would be the $1.53. So that's where I'm looking at for XRP today, is to push up to that $1.53 area and then have a little bit of a reversal back down before we continue to upside. So continue to create those new break of structures. what would invalidate that would be that if we was to drop back down below the $1.35 area, you know. So for the most part, we're looking at bullish for today to hit this upper order block, do these resets, and then have a slight pullback down. But overall, you know, it's might be a little slow this week, but I believe by the end of this week, you know, we're already seeing that we're flipped towards the upside. But by the end of this week, when we close out that Sunday candle, that'll give us the weekly green light that we've been waiting on, and then that'll be putting us into that monthly green light as well. So hang in tight, play it safe, don't risk more than you're willing to lose. If you don't know anything about risk management, you know, head over to my YouTube, check out the video I've got in there for risk management. It's free for everybody to watch. It's short, simple, but it's the best way of doing it. If you don't know how to calculate your risk, head over to 60strading.com and you can use the trade calculator to be able to see exactly what your risk and risk reward would be. And if you would like to learn all this, get the indicators, or just be able to be part of the Discord where you can get the trade calls that I put in there that have been so accurate. So accurate, of course. Let's see, Bitcoin. Just the other day we did trade call. We actually did this trade call on the last live. I think we did it down on a 15-minute time frame. Let's see. There it is. So we called the entry right in here. Well, the stop loss down here. And it came down and nailed it. And then it pushed right back up and hit the take profit. Went past it a little bit, pulled back. That right there was a perfect trade. Great reward. That's a good risk to reward. So make sure, if you haven't already, to like, follow, subscribe. And then, of course, if you would like to get in the community, head over to 60strading.com.